You right.
Okay, y'all. So I got to turn down just a little tag.
Okay.
So I can hear myself talking. But y'all, I just really wanted to have Triple Play Squeak. Obviously, she has a new. Oh my gosh, they love me so much. Oh my god, she obviously has a new single that she's pushing.
Where they at?
Where they at? You know
Where's they at?
on the outside, in the chair.
Yeah.
Y'all, I mean,
Where they at?
I don't think y'all understand how many times that reel played over and over and over. It was
That's
so
beautiful.
like,
Thank you.
Listen, when I say I loved it so much that I made it like the promo, like that
Yeah.
gotta go on my page, like somehow everybody got a bump to that. Like,
Thank you, darling.
so before we get into that single, I want you to take us back. I want you to introduce yourself, yourself
Okay.
to the people because I know Triple Play Squeak. I know you from middle school. I remember. We finna get into
We
it.
finna get into it.
No,
We finna get into it. Okay.
no, but y'all, she is originally from Memphis. So, tell us how you got to Nashville and what brought you to Nashville and how you got into the game and the start of
The background.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Well, for those of you who do not know, again, I'm Triple Play Squeak, originally from Memphis, Orange Mound to be exact. I moved to Nashville when I was a kid. My father moved us here. But I was always back and forth. Every chance I had to go to Memphis, I was in Memphis every weekend, every break. Until I got like a little older, I had started getting into like a lot of trouble, and then I like started working and stuff up here. So I always tell people I'm a mixed breed.
Yeah.
Memphis in my veins, Cashville on my back.
I love that.
Do you hear me? But I've been rapping since I was 4 years old. I wrote my very first rap at 4 years old with the help of my dad. I always said that I would never forget the rap, but I forgot it.
Oh Lord. You know,
no. I remember some of my raps from 4th grade though. That's as far back I can go. But when I was 4, I couldn't tell you what I was doing when I was 4.
Lord Jesus.
But you know, that's my little background.
But at least you remember the moment.
Oh, for sure.
Although you can't remember.
I said I'm never gonna forget it. Girl, forgot it.
Girl, forgot it.
Girl, forgot it.
So talk about your dad. I know you're talking about your dad a lot. In your upbringing. How is that relationship and how has he contributed to Triple Play Squeak?
That's my favorite person in the entire world.
Yes.
I'm actually taking him out to dinner as soon as we're done. His birthday was the other day. So my father had us, like, my mama always told my daddy that he turned me into his own personal little boy.
Oh, girl, see, sounds like my story.
Yes, like, you know, whatever, it's fine. But it's fun, it's cool. Like, you know, it's just like that.
Yeah.
I love it though.
It's scary to like an outsider. Like,
to outsiders because they don't understand it, you know, but it's not for them to understand either. But my daddy had us listening to like real rap. My daddy not with that bullshit. Like he listening he want to hear a hard ass beat. He want to hear some hard real ass lyrics. Like what you talking about?
Yeah.
So like people always ask me like who is my favorite rapper, and I always tell them it's Scarface.
Okay.
I came up on Scarface, Ghetto Boys. Okay. Like my daddy had us like bumping it, like we word for word in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
My daddy actually gave me my rap name too. So he just he's like all the way hands on. Shout out to Boss Man.
I love that. So you repping Memphis all the way.
For sure.
How did your city shape your grind, your hustle, and your sound?
Everybody know that Memphis just got that real like raw to it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I was able to get like the best of both worlds for real, coming from Memphis and then being able to like also get my roots in that in Cashville. Not Nashville, Cashville.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Cashville.
Cashville. Because we get money out in Cashville. We ain't even tripping. You feel me? So I feel like it was really like two separate worlds for real. Okay. Like Memphis and Nashville, two totally different fields when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? And it's still that way. Yeah. But I was able to get gems from both. And I'm really, really glad that I came up how I came up because you know, it was just, I got the best of both worlds for real.
And I love hearing that from a Memphis native and just to say, like, nah, like, Cashville got some real ones, because you know
Oh,
sometimes
for sure.
when we think about Nashville, we get misconstrued, like we get underestimated.
Country.
Like, we don't let like it's
Yeah.
just the foreface of.
But that's
and
people who
country
don't
music.
know though.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what-
Like, come to the Ville. You
Yeah.
gonna see what it is.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
down, even when they come, they go straight to Broadway. So it's
Because they don't know.
Exactly.
You can't hurt them for what they don't know.
Okay, so
Stay off Broadway. Go to the north side.
Go to Buchanan.
Go on the north
Go-
side.
go
You know what I'm saying?
Go to Jefferson.
Go on the east side. You feel me? Go fuck with some real ones.
For sure. So, you know, Memphis has birthed some legends. Who are you listening to growing up that made you say, yeah, I can do that too? At what point and who was it?
8 Ball, MJG, you know they from the mound.
Yeah.
Gangsta Boo, Lil Chat,
Mm.
Player Fly.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's so many. Juicy J. Yo Gotti, nigga.
For sure. Oh my
Nigga,
God.
Gotti.
I love
What? Dolph, of course. Like, we got so many. It's like I don't even want to leave nobody out, but coming up, them the ones.
Named all male. Was there any female?
I named Gangsta Boo and Lil Chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gangsta Boo,
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So outside of those, I mean, those are for show legends from Memphis, Tennessee. So outside of those, are there any I guess now, I ain't gonna say now rappers, but just any rappers out there, you know, even Lil Chat and Gangsta Boo that you kind of like resonated with and was like, oh my gosh, because I know it was a lot of bangers from Memphis when we were in college. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So yeah. Shit.
Was it Break 'em?
Um,
I take 'em.
what's they damn name?
Mm-mm.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I don't know.
The
but
click though. I know
yeah,
exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
So I'm just like, because you know, like Memphis still always had like a spark of something in the
Yeah.
industry that always, from even down to a black youngster, you know, just like prominent Memphis people
With
known
that
all
Memphis
around the
sound,
world.
yeah, for sure. And I really got excited when Glow and them had dropped that song together.
Yeah.
That first one and that second one.
Yeah.
That shit went crazy, and it was just right.
Yeah.
It was just right, and it just felt right, and I love seeing it. I love hearing it.
Come together,
Yeah, and I can't wait for Nashville to do something like that. I can't wait for Cashville to come with something like that. You know?
Listen, let me just say this. I don't care what nobody say. Strictly for the ladies did that.
Oh, strictly for the ladies.
Strictly for the
Do
ladies,
that
like,
every
before,
time.
They
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
That's it.
Like,
that's
that's
what
it.
I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
But on some net type level, like they definitely.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see that.
For sure.
So when Triple Play Squeek steps into the booth, what is the vibe like? Are you a pen and pad, straight freestyle, eating off energy in the room? Give us the vibe.
All of the above, but starting to set the tone, set the mood. I need a very dark room. Whole lot of smoke, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay. For sure.
Loud. I need the beat real loud. And if it's people in there, sometimes I like folks in there. Sometimes I don't like folks in there. It just depends on how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? But the energy, if people in there, then my folks, so the energy gonna always be there. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I just need to go in there and just work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because a lot of times when my folks is in there, it's a great time. It's literally a party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm in that bitch. We just put shit down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I come out, they like, oh, you doing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers feeling it. Oh, run that back. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I'm such like a loner at times. I just need to go in there and I need my space. I just need to go in here and work. And really, sometimes that's some of my best work.
And that's 9 times out of 10, that's everybody's story. Where
Yeah.
they say, nah, I just need to go in there with me and me.
Yeah.
That's when you get the best of the best.
Yep.
So I saw you post on Instagram that you recorded in Houston for the first time.
Yep. I recorded where they at there, and I was by myself.
Listen, tell us about the experience and what took you so long to actually get in the studio outside of what felt comfortable for you in studios at home with your home, people.
Well, so I recently moved from Tennessee, but I don't live in Houston though.
Okay.
But I travel a lot and I go to Houston all the time.
Okay.
So I just hadn't been in the.
She said, hold on, let me.
I hadn't been in the studio.
Gotcha.
I hadn't been in the studio since thank you, boo. Probably I want to say last fall.
Okay.
That was my last time going to the studio because it was with I was just doing shit, like grown folk shit. You know what I'm saying? I had moved, like I said, to a whole new state. So I was just kind of just getting my groove and shit back. You know what I'm saying? But that was a really good experience. Shout out to my boy Jordan. He was the engineer. I actually found out about them through Barbie.
Okay.
She rapped from Nashville.
Okay.
So she moved to Houston. Okay. So I had reached out to her and I was like, hey, some studios out here. So she linked me up with her people. And it was I'm gonna tell you the truth. I probably don't record nowhere else until I go to Houston. And I go to Houston like every month. So that's how the vibe was, like
so
tens across the board.
We definitely hit in where they at. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So every time, every song you drop in the real no filter. How important is it, for you to tell your story through your music, or are you just providing a vibe that is what is,
how I feel type?
In a
it really just depends on how I feel in the moment. Sometimes I want to tell a story. Mm-hmm. Other times I just want to have fun. Yeah. I feel like music, or sometimes we get to a point, especially as artists, it is a job, right? And we treat it like that. We forget about the fun part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm trying to get back to having fun and finding a balance between, because I'm not, for those who know and those who don't know, I'm not going to go in the booth and just talk about anything. Right. Like, everything has to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in there, and back to your question about am I pen and pad on my freestyling, majority of 95% of I've written it. Yeah. Sometimes I go in there and I freestyle though. Yeah, okay. If I go in there, excuse me, like when I was in Houston last time and I was recording, I didn't finish a song. So I just had them punch in. I'm like, fuck it, let me just freestyle the rest of the song, and it was fun. It came out good. So,
I love it. So, there's a certain sound and flavor that Memphis brings to hip hop. What's one thing the game still don't get about the city? I feel like they know what it is with the M though. Okay. I feel like motherfuckers know. They know it's their real, their raw. They love the sound. That's why people gravitate towards it. Yeah. For sure. So if we were about to spin one of your tracks right now, which one has to be the first one on the ops and why?
Where they at?
Why?
Because it just dropped and that motherfucker banging.
I love that. So what did that song come from? Obviously you said it was just you and you. Mm-hmm. So you talking about I'm VIP. What? Did somebody not let you in the door? Like what?
No. So
we gotta play it, y'all.
We gotta play it.
For sure, but
however, it was just one of them days. My producer, shout out Money Tree, man. Mm-hmm. I feel like Money Tree is that's like my stepbrother. Mm-hmm. Like he know my sound. He's building my sound for real. Mm-hmm. So he sent me everything he sent me is gonna slap, and this how you know I like a beat for real is when I hear it for the first time. I start writing to it immediately. Or I'm like freestyling to it in my head immediately.
You already own it.
I'm already on it. So literally he sent me that beat and it was cookies. I wrote that song like so fucking fast, and the rest is history for real.
Well, listen, we need y'all to stream that where they at on
right now,
platforms.
Out everywhere.
Listen, I'm telling y'all, it is a banger. It is a banger. So Triple Play Squeek, I've always admired, your visibility, your delivery, your visuals, like everything is just always top tier. And
Thank
like
you.
It seems very intentional.
For sure.
Like I feel like you were ahead of your game with a lot of creativity. So like, what do you do with that? How do you embody that and grow from that? Because you were setting the tone. I'm talking back in 2020, 2018. Yeah. So like, how do you go from that? I know you took some time off.
Yeah.
If you want to share a little bit about that, feel free. But how do you take the next step from that? Do you recan those? Do you refurbish those?
Right.
Because the industry say
it take a couple years for it to catch anyway. Yeah.
So how do you as an artist, how do you walk through that?
Honestly, like you said, some of that is gonna have to be like, I wouldn't say like re-released, but like remarketed, sure. Right? Yeah. Because I'm still a new artist. For sure. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like if I do something and when I do something, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to half step if I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying?
And I love that about you, for sure.
That's the part. Thank you. And that's the part of a rapper versus an artist. I'm a real artist.
But you're
you know what I'm saying?
Person too.
a real person.
It
It just spill over.
Yeah.
And I'm so passionate about it. I'm so passionate about everything that I do.
Sure.
It just bleed through.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sure.
And that was part of the reason why I did have to take some time off too.
Okay.
You know, it was really about finding. I just got to a point where I wanted to find who I was like as a woman and what I really wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you just gotta rethink, regroup, refocus, and start fresh as many times as you need to.
For sure. And then that leads to the next question. What is one lesson this journey in the music game has taught you?
Push no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
If you love what you do, push.
That's it.
That's all.
I love it. Before we let you go, what is next for Triple Play Squeek as far as what if you gonna be outside this summer?
I'm outside.
Where we at?
I'm everywhere. I'm talking. I'm everywhere like the earth.
Listen,
I'm outside. I'm outside looking for them Northside niggas.
Where they at? Yeah, where they at?
I'm outside. I'm not bullshit.
Listen, Triple Play Squeek, I appreciate you. Please let the people know how they can follow you. I'm gonna go run and play that song.
Please.
Turn up
Ooh.
real quick.
No, thank you for having me. Always, mamas.
You know,
I love you so much.
Thank you for the realness.
Of course.
Okay,